So happy you're here. My name is Val, and we come together to just be, to pause our lives, to come back into ourselves, to draw our energy back in so we can utilize our energy, our commodity, in a way that serves us. And I love doing these pauses for a myriad of reasons. And today, honestly, where I want to start with is just a little conversation. So you can feel free to just get yourself settled. We're just going to take about 15 minutes or so to just drop into your own self. And what does that mean? So, whatever's occurring in your life, right? You may have a really full day up until this point. You may have a lot of things that are occurring. There might be just totally easy peasy stuff happening in your life. I have no idea. I don't even know what time it is wherever you are in the world or whenever you're watching this. And what we're going to do is we're just going to almost like freeze frame. And in that moment, just become aware of ourselves in space and time, become aware of our bodies, become aware of our breath, and just where our attention is pointing. And meditation means to essentially become aware of. So when we sit and we close our eyes, the mind doesn't stop, it just keeps going. That's its job. And it's up to us to direct our thoughts. I think about, I was just talking to a client. I have a client here doing a week immersion because that's what I do. I love doing immersions with clients where they leave their lives and they come here and we spend a week together and we just dive in deep. We enjoy and we do life, just normal life. And simultaneously, I'm able to catch them real time when they're in the middle of life, when stuff is happening. And then I do the same and I go to their home. So it's really, really yummy. It's delicious. And so we were just talking about how it's the mind is just it's going, and I was like, the way that I think about it is that meditation helps me become aware and familiar with those repetitive thoughts that are occurring, the ones that might just keep saying, there's not enough time and there's so much more to do, or I'm never going to get ahead, or whatever the story is, or it might be a certain theme, like my body's always breaking down, like it's always a problem, things are always happening to me. And when we start to investigate and look and see, oh, these are things that not only continually occur in the background, also, if I get honest with myself, they've been occurring for quite a while. And so when we do that, we can kind of pull and we recognize sometimes we have those thoughts because they're so hardwired. Maybe we've been having them for 10, 20, 30, 40 plus years, and they're hardwired, they're ingrained. So I think of them as coming in, and sometimes I'll see the thought and I'll just do this. I'll see the thought and I'll do that in my mind. I'll just flick it away. I'm like, just because I have the thought doesn't mean that I have to pay attention to it, right? Don't believe every thought you think. And that tool is really useful for me because it helps me to see that in that moment I have choice. And when we recognize we have choice, then we know we can actually do something different. And that to me is empowerment. That to me is freedom. And right now, what I'm noticing is I don't know about you guys, but right now, there is so much change happening so fast. And it's life is asking us to course correct really, really quickly. Is anybody feeling that? Is anybody experiencing that in their lives? It's like, I mean, thing moment after moment after moment, and I believe the who we be in that halt, course correct, change, shift gears really fast, the who we be in those moments defines so much. It really does. It's going to essentially, the way we react or respond to those situations will either be in caught in a place of anxiety, overwhelm, and freak out, white knuckling, or blaming, or feeling victimized in those moments, or we have the opportunity to trust, to have faith, to know that life is always working out for me. And sometimes those freak out moments are ways that we can satiate a part of ourselves that we might let off the hook a lot. We might just kind of let it get away with things. And it sometimes just feels easier to be the victim, to be at the effect. And it's because of them. And this is why I can't. And when we learn to go, actually, I have it in me to adapt, to slow down, to trust, to course correct, to breathe, to speak with kindness and compassion rather bites down, jumps down somebody's throat, There is something so beautiful that builds inside, which strengthens your own honor code. And from that point, no one can take that away. No one can take that away from you. So these pauses, these moments to come back into ourselves, we're slowing the brain waves down. We're learning to be with all the noise and not be attached, not tethered to those thoughts, not grab a hold, not get hold, not get hooked. And then to witness these parts of ourselves that may come in pretty loud saying, you are this, or I have to do this. And instead of jumping in and tending to it as if we have to, instead just being witness, being aware, and choosing to not feed it, not feed that thought, not feed that action, not feed that, and training ourselves the new state. And sometimes what I find is the new state is actually experiencing ease, experiencing joy, experiencing relaxation, experiencing connection, which these things, these frequencies are things that I would say most people say they want to experience. That said, if they're so unfamiliar, if we haven't really felt them, we may find ways of actually getting in our own way and not allowing them in. So, sitting and being with ourselves, being with these parts of ourselves and slowing down is profoundly useful. So, today, what I just would like to do is something called Sitali breath or Sitali breath, where it's a cooling breath. So, we are right now in this very robust energy. It's very heightened. And like I said, it's fast. Things are changing quickly. So that can create an internal heat. And we want to soothe ourselves and calm down. And so this is a cooling breath. And what you do is you're going to inhale through a curled tongue, exhale through the nose. Inhaling through a curled tongue, exhaling through the nose. Now, some of you may not be able to curl your tongue. So at that point, what I would like you to do is just stick your tongue out your mouth, rest your teeth on top of your tongue, and inhale like that. So I'll show you. It's just, and staying relaxed, staying relaxed. And the inhale is really, really nice and slow. And we just take our time and we're just soothing our own nervous system. So I'm going to walk you through that. I like to play, just so you guys know, I like to play the same music often to get you familiar. Why? Because when we hear certain sounds and it's a neural association, it automatically can soothe ourselves. So I have different playlists. I have a good morning beautiful playlist, which I play for myself, a good night beautiful playlist, a thank you beautiful soul playlist, and they all have different energies. So my good morning is to start my day, to set the day with my own, who do I want to be? How do I want to feel? And when I hear the music, it just grounds me in my body. I feel like grateful for my day and excited. And then when I play my playlist at night, Good Night Beautiful, as soon as the songs start to play, I just feel my nervous system going, ah, I can relax, right? And so this, and I can actually also share this. It's a calming meditation, hand pan music by Malti Martin, and he's really lovely. I love his work. So, and it's so fun to witness someone just doing what they just, you can tell, brings him so much joy in doing it. And just the sounds that come out, it's just so yummy. So go ahead and find a seat. You can, of course, also lie down today. So whatever's going to work for you, as long as you can do the breath. Sometimes the swallowing when you're lying down doesn't work for people. So just keep that in mind. Do whatever's going to feel good for you. If you're seated, make sure your hips are lower than or yeah, your hips are higher than your knees. And shift your weight so your shoulders over your hips. Go ahead, soften the windows of your eyes and allow yourself to turn all of your attention inside. Take an inhale through the nose and then through your mouth, unhinge your jaw and just sigh it out. Doing any wiggles, moving your body around, inhaling deeply just saying it's okay to slow down, it's okay to be still. Inhale deeply through your mouth, unhinge your jaw, let it go. And now we're just going to breathe through, in and out through the nose. The tongue just rests behind the teeth. The jaw is soft. And so we're just arriving, bringing all of your attention to this now moment, teaching the body that it's safe to slow down, it's safe to pause wherever you are in your day. Everything will be there when you get up. So this is a chance to just be with you and you, to call your energy back in, whatever might be heightened or causing any tension or overwhelm, anxiety, frustration, annoyance. Just notice if there's anything of any of those tones. And just take a few exhales. Just let it kind of like soften into your belly, soften into your lower back, and just almost like it could roll off your back. Like just in this moment, maybe you just don't even know how. You're just going, you know what, I give it up. I'm just going to hit the pause button on this for a moment and just let it go to the side. And right now, bring all my attention back so I can cultivate energies that serve me. So I can pluck from the ethers the thoughts that feel good, the feelings that allow me to feel more confident, to be able to course correct, to be able to adjust, to be able to respond rather than react. So the shoulders are reaching to either side of the room. The head rests over the shoulders and the chin is drawn slightly in, so the nape of the neck is nice and long. And begin to slowly breathe into the lower back and lower belly, really inhaling slowly, focusing your breath on that area. And exhaling, just focusing solely on that lower belly, lower back area, where the adrenal glands rest in the lower back, the belly, which represents our center of ourselves, our willpower. And just coming into our own center, bringing all of our focus into that area of the body. When the thoughts come in, because they probably will, that you'll notice, bring it back to the soothing sensation of the breath coming in and the breath releasing out, quieting the chitta mind, the monkey mind, slowing down and getting yourself familiar and comfortable, even maybe, with this slower. And so just find, if you can, one area of your life that's creating a little bit of tension, a little angst. And I want you to just place it in front of you, right? Without any attachment, almost as if you could just be simply a witness of the person, the thing, the activity, the event, the whatever it is, just place it right in front of you. We're just almost like separating facts from emotions. We're going, there it is. And with it outside of us and placed out in front of us, we're aware of it. We're just choosing to release any energy around it. We're separating ourselves from it. So see if you can even see or experience or sense the space between you and this quote unquote issue or problem, this tension. Continue to breathe and just feel yourself more removed from it, more separated. And as you continue to breathe deeply and feel a little bit more distance between you and this situation, this person, this event, we're going to start the breath together, and I'm going to just set an intention because energy, everything's energy, and the energy, the intention behind which we put on something really, really will affect it. So the intention of this breath, as we do this soothing, cooling breath, is we're going to cultivate that inside of our own selves. And simply in generating it from our own selves, we're going to amplify it onto this situation, this event, and this person that's creating some kind of tension in our lives. Simply in us just generating it in our own selves, we're going to activate that to that thing in front of us. So exhale all of your breath out. And through a curled tongue, slowly inhale. Pull your tongue in, exhale through your nose. Through a curled tongue, take a slow inhale. Or the tongue's just sticking slightly out with your teeth resting on it. Inhale, keep going. Through your nose, exhale, tongue comes in. Keep your focus on your breath. Inhale, tongue out. Pull the tongue in, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, stay relaxed. Nice and relaxed. Nice and slow. Let the breath slowly out. Inhale. Exhale. Feel yourself being soothed with your own energy. Inhale, tongue out. And in the inhale, feel the cooling energy fill you up. And through your nose, exhale, tongue in. Nice slow exhale, letting the soothing energy relax you, soften you. Inhale. We're doing a count of 8 on the inhale. Exhale out slowly, nice and slow. Take your time, showing the body it's safe to slow down. And inhale, tongue out. Feel the cooling, feel the soothing. Let it into your body, sense it. Through your nose, exhale. Beautiful. We're going to do 2 more rounds. Inhale, tongue out. Exhale. Notice yourself slowing down. And inhale, last time. Feel the cooling, feel the soothing. And as you exhale, let all the breath out and feel your body. Allow yourself to experience the space between you and that concern, that issue, that tension. And feel yourself feeling a little bit more space. Also feeling really relaxed. Relaxed, just relaxed. Yeah. And enjoy it. Enjoy yourself in this moment, offering yourself a little bit of space, a little bit of time. And you're just creating the moment to see how it feels to even intention feel content, relief, relaxed, maybe good. Nothing's changed except for you, your state, your attention. This is power. This is sovereignty. This is you tending to your own self. So you walk the earth as the being you choose to be. Life, yes, it will change. It will twist. It will turn. It's supposed to. It's beautiful in that way. And so we're showing ourselves, I can handle whatever comes in front of me. I know that no matter what, life is always providing for me. I know that I will always have my own back. No matter what, I will prevail. Just breathe these energies in. Feel them in your body. This too is possible. This too is available. Just getting your body familiar, getting your emotions familiar, the sensations familiar. Just a few more breaths right here. See if you can stay just a little longer. Just a little longer. Wonderful. So if you have and you can give yourself the gift of time, absolutely please continue to stay here with yourself. And if it's time to get up, just take a moment. Take a really big inhale. Unhinge your jaw. Ah, and make the ah sound. Ah. Let it feel good. Just create a little space. Maybe wiggle the head around a little bit, shoulders around a little bit. Just, yes, I'm creating space. I'm creating movement. I'm resilient. I'm adaptable. All is well. Look around the room. Feel the buoyancy across your chest. Feel yourself taking up space, breathing deeply. And just remember that you have the capacity in you to course correct, to adapt, to be mutable. Absolutely 100%. And in those moments, that pause, there's that pause to separate you from the facts, the emotion, just giving that moment to make sure you instead of going, shoot, I wish I didn't say that, I wish I did it differently, or oh my god, and then we just carry a bunch of shame and we just pour on a bunch of judgment. Instead, we get to show ourselves over and over again, I know how to respond. I shorten the refractory period. This is emotional intelligence. Every time we do that, we're shortening that refractory period. No one can take that away from you. No one. So just be conscious. My invitation is don't shoot for perfection. Give yourself the 80-20 rule. Shoot for 80% of the time. Shoot for 100, sure. Celebrate the heck out of it. And as you're building this muscle, celebrate when you're at 10%, celebrate when you're 20, and continue to move up and continue to practice. You will always have opportunity. What a gift of life. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Looking forward to seeing you. If you want more information about what we're doing at the Sacred Path Lifestyle, how to really cultivate wonderful, wonderful sacredness in your own life. So life is a truly a joyful experience. Join our collective, be a part of our community. It's our spiritual playground. We play together, we grow together, we celebrate one another, and we dive deep in together. So looking forward to seeing you. I'll make sure I send this playlist, put this music on the playlist or on the information, and I'll see you again next Wednesday, 11:30 Central Time from now on, everyone. Thanks so much.